Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name's Mo. I'm 29, working on my financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend, you guys, if you're new here, you don't know, but I do not like closeout videos. I don't like it. You're like, girl, if you don't like it, why you doing it? Because sometimes you gotta do what you don't like. But I don't like it because it just shows all my flaws. Not just mine, but my husband's. Like, we got to go over all our spending, what the numbers are looking at, how much did we spend over food, how much did we spend on gas, all the things. Okay, but it's necessary. Sometimes the numbers don't even make sense, which is why I don't like doing it, but it's okay, we're gonna do it. But before we get started, I do want to share with you guys one of my new goals that I will be sharing more details about later. What one of my new goals are to have 5,500 subscribers on my YouTube channel by the end of 2024. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and not just subscribe, y'all. Chit chat with me in the comments. I love when we chit chat because we be having a good old time. Okay, a good old time. All right, so my budget planner is a binder that I bought from Target, and then I have inserts that I make myself. Pepperbymo.com. Check it out now. I keep saying I'm about to get rid of pepperbymo.com, and I will. It's just, getting around to it. So let's get into it. Also, we have an unpaid actor that's going to be the sun. So it might come in, it might come out. This is natural lighting. So we're going to go ahead and open up our planner and get us into the month of June. Ideally, on a perfect month, I would have done transactions every week, showed you guys where the money went, closed out every paycheck budget. Did I do that? So we're gonna chit chat about it. So we're gonna close out our June monthly. We're gonna also go ahead and so the first paycheck budget is closed. Okay, we went over in food. That's disgusting. $120.28. Okay. My husband's commission check, we kind of do it already in the actual because we wait till he gets it, because it's fickle, right? It could be $600, it can be $1,200. Like, you never know. And then we have some transactions here. So what we're gonna do and then we're gonna go ahead and close out this second budget. So the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and go over our transactions, the remaining transactions for June. I'm air quoting the word June simply because since it was the last paycheck in June, it also needed to cover like the beginning of July. So we're gonna put a little bit of July in there as well. And we're gonna get going and flowing. This is for food. That's like the most important one. And let's get into it. Okay, so they're not gonna be in order. If you're wondering why, it's usually because of the different credit cards, right? We look at different cards. My husband's debit. I don't use a debit card. Sorry. I 10 out of 10 do not recommend cash or credit only. So it's either my husband's debit or I have 2 credit cards and my husband has 1 credit card. So that's usually how that goes. Okay, so the first one here is going to be, I'm trying to figure out, where do I write this at? Okay, I write bills and categories. So this is going to be a bill. And this bill is going to be Hulu. And if you're wondering, I don't know, girl, how does Hulu 99 cents? 10 out of 10 recommend Black Friday. Okay, Black Friday, they have a deal usually where you can sign up and you can do it every year. It lasts for 1 year, and it's 99 cents. Now, I've had quite a bit of people hit me up in my DMs when I would make TikToks and crap like that about it. And they're like, no, but you got to have a new account. So make a new account. I don't understand the problem. I love this for us. I go and make little notes in my phone about what shows I'm watching, where I'm at while watching them. And then when I make my new account, we go back to that episode and that season and that episode of that show. I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Okay, so again, another reason why I do not like this is because it just shows all the flaws. So your girl has been shopping. I gotta be honest, but I will say I'm excited because I have some clothes to actually wear. If you know me personally, I usually wear workout clothes. But now that I actually have to go in my job, so previously I would go in the office once a week. But now your girl is going in the office twice a week. And you're like, oh, that's not big of a difference. But it does matter when it comes to clothes, because when I used to do is I would go in the office one day a week and I would wear that same outfit every week. Isn't that crazy? I think it works because, like, who cares? You only see me one time. And yeah, so now I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get a couple clothes, because I'm not gonna wash clothes. Like, I'm not turning around clothes from, days like that for 2 days a week. 1, 2, actually more people have to see me. So previously, when I would go in the office once a week, it was just because that's what my boss wanted. You have to log in, blah blah blah. But nobody would really see me. I would sit by myself. It was just a me thing. So life was okay. But now I actually have to be seen by people, and I don't know. I kind of want to look cute. I just gotta be honest. I kind of want to look presentable. Okay, so I did go get me some ice cream, especially when it's that time of the month. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. But I get the same ice cream every time, and they charge me different prices because you're gonna see it again, and I don't understand. Okay, so the 1st of July, my husband and I, we went and got some. Well, maybe I went. I don't remember who went. I went to Whole Foods and got some vitamins. It is a whole check. That's what my grandma used to always say. Whole Foods is a whole check, and she's not wrong. But our vitamins, I love them. I love mine. He loves his. So they're about 30 something per person. And it is what it is. I tried to see if I could get some money off with our little, not high yield savings account. What is it? HSA, FSA, flexible spending account. Yeah. Through my job. And they denied me. They said, no ma'am, no ham, we're not counting that. And I said, okay, I get it. I get it. No shade here. But you miss every shot you don't try to take. Okay, so my husband and I also did a little date night situation, and we went and ate kava. Kava's expensive. It's good, but is it that good? I don't know. Especially when they kind of skimp on, like, the servings a little bit. Okay, so now we're getting into some food. We did spend a lot of money. I'm worried. I think this is going to be over. My husband went grocery shopping by himself. This is no shade to him. But, the numbers are high. But also, we also go back and forth with, like, some stuff, should it be considered food or not? But I have a hard time just separating the actual check. So we spent $95 at Sam's Club. And really, 30 of those dollars came from protein. So that's why I'm like, dang, should we count that towards food, or should that be counted towards house? Or we're just gonna count it towards food for the sake of I don't know, like, we got stuff to do out here in these streets. That's why. Okay, and then the next one, same day. Again, if you don't know, we kind of go to multiple stores within the same day, just so we can get the best deals from wherever. So Aldi, we ended up spending $28.46, and we usually spend the least there because it's cheaper. 1, 2, usually there's some stuff they have, and then there's some stuff they just do not have. Okay, then we go back for more ice cream. See, I'm trying to tell you, watch this. I have a local ice cream shop that I love. And see, they charge $8.19, and I'm like, it really just depends on who's working, and I don't like that. I need some consistency, people. I need some consistency. Okay, so now we're gonna go July 5th. I did go to Dollar Tree. I don't know where you guys go and get your, like, cleaning supplies, but I go get my cleaning stuff from the Dollar Tree, and I love that. And I got quite a few things, and it was $13.58. Again, she's shopping. This was TJ Maxx. This wasn't closed though. These were actually housed. So like when you make coffee and they have the coffee syrup. Ooh, got some really good coffee syrup. This was just one of the. I think I only got like 2 or 3 things though. TJ Maxx used to be affordable. It's not the cheapest anymore. It's just not. So it's like a I can't think of the word, but basically you got to figure out. You got to search and find. Okay, search real hard and find real hard. Okay, and then the last one we're gonna do is gonna be July 6th. We went to CVS and got some, like, medicine for the house. $9.82. CVS is not cheap. It's not cheap, but it was the only place that actually had it, which, you do what you gotta do. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the food. Okay, let's highlight the food and more food. Boom. Okay, Do we want to highlight the bills? Did we do that already? Okay, pink. I don't know if this is the same pink. I have so many different pinks. Not it. Or maybe this is purpley. Oh no, this is the one. Bam. Okay. So bill, and then we're gonna go ahead and do bill. And then we're gonna do bill, YMCA. We do have, I do go to the, I was gonna say chiropractor. I'm gonna speak that up because I want me a chiropractor. Here in New Orleans, I had one in previous cities and states, but not here. But I do go to a therapist for myself. My copay is $10. I do not include that on my transactions. Why? It's because I have my flexible spending account through my job. So they give me that $10 back immediately, which is why I don't really count it, because I'm like, I'm getting that money back to me. So yeah. So let's go ahead and add up. So these, let me see. This food right here is gonna be for this one, I'm thinking. I think all of this was for the previous check. So we're gonna do just these three, and it's gonna be for this check. Okay. And I might include ice cream, y'all, because, you know, why not? Let's see. Let's start us off. Okay, so first we got $19.77. Then we're gonna add $95.45, and then we're gonna add $28.46. Ooh, $143.68, and that's literally just going one time. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add my ice cream because when you know, you know. Boom. Okay, so then we're gonna plus 819 plus 8.19. Okay, so we got 151.87, and we're gonna go ahead, put that on our second paycheck for the month of June. 151.87. Okay, I'm happy. 151.87. So when we add these up, hopefully it equals 400. I don't know. Okay, so 151.87 plus 320.28 plus 151.87. No. No, I was just like, ooh, maybe it'll be, it's not. Okay. But it's only $72. Okay. So that's what I'm going to update the actual one. And then let's keep moving. So when it comes to this, we're going to first start off with actual. So now that we have the transactions, we're going to go ahead and just close out this second paycheck budget. Okay. So to close you out, what we're going to do is do our actual numbers. So starting off would be 0. My full-time is pretty accurate, $2,396.01. My husband's, I guesstimated, which is what I kind of do. So we gave him $1,600, but it actually ended up being $1,646.79. Okay. Now, one more thing we're going to do is we're going to include the money that I took from my high yield savings account to put towards my student loans. Okay, we're going to add that in because I guess we can call it income. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to say high yield savings account, and the actual here is going to be 966.70. Okay, so now we're going to add all these numbers together. And if you don't know why I did it, I basically, in my high yield savings account for my emergency fund, we do have separate emergency funds. My husband has an emergency fund. I have an emergency fund. If you want to know why, it's because we just got married not too long ago, and our money was separate, and he said he didn't want to bring them together. And honestly, I'm cool with that, personally. Okay, so I had $12,966 in my high yield savings account, and he's been trying to get his up to $10,000, which he has successfully accomplished. But I decided to take out the $966 and just have it $12,000 even, and put that $966 towards my student loans, which is what I did. So let's go ahead and add them all up. It's $2,396.01 plus 1646.79 plus 966.70. So that equals $5,000. Wow. So he goes $5,009.50. Okay. So what we're gonna do first is go through our fixed expenses. If you don't know, fixed expenses is basically the bills, things that's not supposed to change, but sometimes they do, because like electricity I put in there. But when it comes to our rent, we do take our rent out of both checks. Okay, out of our first and second check. It's just easier, like, I'm just being honest. Okay, so $5,009.50. We're going to subtract 804. That's going to give us $4,205. Okay, that's going to give us $4,205.50. We're going to take that. We're going to move it on over to the variable expenses. And these are the things that we just take out, regardless of how much we spend. This is what we have decided. 40 for him, 40 for me, 50 for him, 50 for me. Okay, so you're like, I don't understand. What if you didn't spend $40 on gas? Then that money becomes like our fun money or something, or towards somebody's credit card. I hope that makes some type of sense. But like that $90, 40 for gas and 50 for fun is like non-negotiable with us. That's what we sat down and decided. I think it works best because it can get tricky trying to track each other's gas. So I don't try to track his gas. I track mine because I just go over my transactions, right? But when it comes to his, in like how much we actually spent for gas, it'll remain in our own separate like accounts. We have a joint account. We take that whatever, $90, 50 for fun, 40 for gas, put it in our other checkings account, and then that's just our money, you know? So boom. So there's 40, 40, 50, 50, and then $530 for a sinking fund. So I did do $300 for my husband's birthday, and then let's put 300. And then the rest was what, 230, 3, 4, 5, 30, yeah. So, and then the 230. Just trying to get our sinking funds back together just a little bit, because we haven't been doing well at this because we really just been swiping the crap out of our cards, y'all. So usually what we put aside for sinking funds, we're gonna pay our credit card back. If we don't have that money to actually pay our credit card back, we just take it from whatever we said we were gonna put towards our sinking funds. And I'm trying to do better. It's like, I gotta leave my credit card at home. I gotta be honest. Okay, so $4,205.50 was what was left over. Let's add this up and see what we have. So we have 151 dot, can you guys see this? Yes, okay. 151.87, and then we're gonna plus 80, 40 for him, 40 for me, and then we're gonna plus 100, 50 for him, 50 for me, then we're gonna plus 230, and then we're gonna plus 300. So that's $861.87. 861.87. I do right big. 4,205.50. Subtract from that. So $4,205.50. It's negative, but it's not really negative. I just did it the wrong way. So that means we have $3,343.63. Now we're going to take that. We're going to move towards our savings. We didn't give my husband any savings for his emergency fund because he reached his $10,000. We didn't give myself any money for my emergency fund because I'm kind of at my goal, but we will be making new goals. So there's that. So here we got 291 for his IRA, 291 for my IRA. These are non-negotiables. We got to at least give something because we are trying to reach our 7,000 for the whole, year. Okay, so 291 times 2 should be 582 times 2, $582. So then we're gonna take $3,343.63, and we're gonna subtract 582. So now we have, $2,761.63. We're gonna move on over to our debt. So we did give that $1,700, right, towards our student loans. So what we did was $1,700, and we divided by 2. We did $850 per person. $850 for him, $850 for me. Now what we did extra loans is going to be, what I did extra was that $966.70. So let's see, $2,761.63, and then we minus $1,700, and then we got minus $966.70. It says it's $94 left. It's not And it might be because we swiped up the credit card, but I get, see, this is why I say it's just the math just don't be mathing sometimes. But I'm gonna put for my loans, for Mo's loans, I'm gonna give that 966.70. 966.70. So when we add 966.70 and then we add 1,700, that's gonna be 2,000. Wow, it's gonna be 2,666.70. That's a lot of sixes. And then we're gonna take that number and we're gonna subtract that from $2,761.63. So there is, y'all, $94.93 left over. I guarantee you it's not, there's nothing left over. But this is why I say sometimes closing out is rough. So that's the second paycheck budget. The commission is already like in the actual, because like I said, we wait. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our actual monthly and see what the numbers look like, baby. Well, I already know it's not gonna add. The math ain't gonna math, y'all, because the math is not mathing on the second paycheck budget. Now, usually I don't have those problems. It's usually like on the monthly, but I just gotta be real, raw, and honest. There's no point in lying. No point in lying. Okay, I wanna first start off with our numbers, but I wanna do a different color if it's, I don't know. Okay, let's start off with this. So we're starting off with 0. That means that we have $0 in our account when we first get our paycheck, 0 base budgeting. Okay, so when it comes to my full-time, we say we have 2396.01 plus, that's the second check, plus the first check, which is 2395.99. So $4,792. Wow, that's pretty accurate. $4,792. Okay, so my husband's, his first check was 16, well, or his second check, one of his checks was 1646.79. Okay, we're gonna plus, and then his other one was 1625.16. Okay, then we're gonna plus her up again, and then we got $1,141.88. So he brought in $4,413.83. Okay, 4,413.83. Then we're gonna go ahead and add the, hold on. So we got YouTube, and then we got high yield savings account. So I'm gonna just do a slash because I'm gonna include both of them. Okay. So we're gonna say YouTube / high yield savings account. Okay. Okay. Also, if you're interested in these pens, they are linked in my Amazon storefront. So we're gonna do 966.70 plus, because both of those went towards my debt, so that's why we're just gonna put them together, plus 102.64. So that's $1,069.34. Also, thank you guys so much for watching my content. That's how I'm able every now and then, or maybe probably like every month or every other month, to get a YouTube check, and I put all of that towards my student loans. $1,069.34 is what we have thus far. We're gonna take that number, we're gonna add $4,413.83. That's my husband's income, and then we're gonna add mine, which is $4,792. So then we have, wow, that's a high number. Little 5 figures for the month. Okay, so then we have $10,275.17. Now we're gonna move on to our bills. So when it comes to rent, our rent is like $1,607. However, we do put aside $1,608 every month because it's kind of hard to put 07. Our electricity was higher and higher. Okay, it's a little toasty outside, and we do live in Louisiana, specifically the New Orleans area. So I have our electricity on like a thing, you know, where you can pay about the same amount every month, which usually is about $130. However, it went up, so it was $141.41. Okay, and then our internet is about the same. That's $51.50. And so the phone bill ends up being $177.48 for whatever reason. I don't know, can't tell you why, but it specifically was $177.48. Okay, and then our subscriptions, we round up to $22. So basically that's like the Apple Music for him, Apple Music for me, that's the Apple storage, that's Hulu, all of those things. Those are $22. So my husband's student loan is of $300. We do that off that, and then we do my $197. So YMCA was $71.10. You saw that on the transactions. And then car insurance is $209.53 for both of our paid off cars. And then life insurance. So I have been trying to get this figured out for the longest, but I was finally able to get it together. So when it comes to life insurance, my life insurance costs $50.04. My husband's life insurance costs $54.24. Okay, first of all, I did not know that I know now, and I've known for a little while now, but previously I did not know that it costs more to have a man insured than a woman. So there's that, but here we are. So 104.28, and it also accounts for age, and I am a little older than my husband, not like 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, nothing like that, y'all, but I'm a little older, so in my mind I'm like, mine's gonna be higher. So we're gonna take all these numbers, we're gonna add them all together. So we have 104.28. We're just gonna go bottom up because hopefully that'll be easier. 209.53. And usually if we were to have couples therapy, usually we go once a month. I'm gonna just put it in the fixed expenses because it is a bill, but we did not go. So not in the month of June, so that's not added. So 209.53 plus 71.10, and then plus 197, and then plus 300 plus 22 plus 177 plus dot 48 plus 51.50, that's our internet, plus 141.41 for our electricity, and then we're gonna add 1608. Okay, so we have $2,882.30. Kind of not too far off. We're just gonna put in blue because it's different. And put down here $2,882.30. Okay, so we're gonna take this number and we're gonna subtract it from the 10,000 minus 10,000 $275.17. Okay, so now we have $7,392.87. I'm worried because I just know the math, just don't be mathing. Okay, so food, we got the first one, we got 151.87. That's the second one, not the first one. And then this one we have 320.28. So that's $472.15. I'll put you in blue. No, I'm just gonna keep it. 400. This is 472.15. Yuck. Okay, and then for gas, we're gonna keep the numbers 40, 40, 50, 50, 40, 40, 50, 50. Yes, so that means 80, 80, 100, 100. And then I have sinking funds up here. Let me see what else. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it like that. I need to either keep sinking funds and variable or savings, but I gotta pick a side. Okay, so we got 47,215. We're gonna add 80, 80, 100 plus 100. So we have $832.15. Okay, so we got 832.15. We're gonna take this number and subtract it from that 7,392. So minus $7,392.87. So now we have 6,000. I know this is not gonna be right. So $6,560.72, because gee willikers, that's a high number. Okay. 291 each times. 291 times 2 is 582. So his IRA is 582, my IRA is 582. So the sinking funds of it all. So 530 here. We don't know how much there. Yuck. So if we say 700, No, I'm sorry. If that's 530 plus 2, that's 730. Let's say 730. And then O's emergency fund. So here we gave 200. Oh, y'all, I haven't even looked at this. Okay, here we gave $200. So that means it needs to be, let me see. All right, I'm gonna take the sinking funds and I'm gonna take off the 730 because I want to add the money from his commission check. Okay, so we got 530 here, right? Plus 200, that's 730. 730, and then we're gonna add this number. So we're gonna do 730, and we're gonna add 86 dot, what is that? 80. Oh, gross. I'm gonna say 82. 86. No, I'm gonna say 88 because dot 88. That's dot 88. 86 dot 88. So that's 816.88. 816.88. Okay. Now, when it comes to my husband's emergency fund, the only thing we did was $200. He didn't even do any money over here, so that's okay. So we're gonna say $200. Okay. Now let's add her up. So we got 816.88 plus 200 plus 582 plus 582. So that's $2,180.88. $2,180.88. So we're gonna take this from this. So we're gonna subtract $6,560.72. So now we got $4,379.84. Y'all. Okay. Last but not least, we have student loans and credit card because I see it over there. So it's debt. So, okay. So we're gonna say 1,700, right? Then we're gonna add 966.70. Okay. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna add 652.64 plus 652.64. Okay, $3,319.34. Then we're gonna add 500. So it says $3,819. So our actual student loans, I'm just gonna put this in blue because I love this for us. That's gonna be actually $3,819.34. And then for the credit card, which is my husband's credit card, it was 555. 555. Let's see if this actually adds up, y'all, because you know the math. Okay, $3,819.34, and we're gonna add 555. So we have $4,374. This says $4,379. Hey, close a freaking enough. So let's put this here. $4,374.34. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this away from this one, which is gonna be minus, dang it. I was so ready. So let's just do it the right way then, right? So it's $4,379.84, and we're gonna subtract $4,374.34. That is $5.50 freaking cents. That's the closest I think I've ever been to zero basing out the whole month. I don't know. The month was crazy. Okay, we had some really good income. My husband got a really good commission check. I know for a fact that we didn't, I don't know what to tell you because I felt like we say sinking funds, but that could have just went like towards house stuff, clothes stuff. I think I have a hard time with, if it says sinking funds, do I take it out and actually put it in the high yield savings account towards sinking funds, or can I just spend it while I'm, you know, the struggle, because I think that's what we've been doing. Like, oh, buying clothes and then saying, oh yeah, it's a sinking fund. We're just gonna take some money out of the sinking fund, but we don't really take it out the sinking fund. I hope that makes some type of sense. I really also need to go ahead and do better with my sinking funds. My husband has his own sinking funds. I know people don't like when I say he has stuff and then I have stuff, but we had lives before we got married. So, you know, he has his own sinking funds. I have my own sinking funds, and we track them separately. He, you know, does what he want to do. I don't know. He's a grown man, y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this closeout budget. It was chaotic per usual. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.